Hello, Marcus Lim here to have a quick look at the Batman's Grave, so the hardcover collection, complete collection of the 12 issue series by Warren Ellis, Bryan, Hitch, Kevin Nolan, and Alex Sinclair. So, an all-star creative team. So I don't actually have the 12 original issues, so this is a series that I kind of skipped because I wanted to have it all in one volume before actually reading it. So this is a World's Greatest Detective Buried Alive, it says. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any extras in it. I'll have we'll know soon enough when I unwrap it. But yeah, so this book has got I guess generally positive reviews, okay, especially because people are saying how it really presents Batman's detective skills, right, which not a lot of stories seem to do, even though he's known as the world's greatest detective. So we'll see. So let's take a look at the jacket, well, the book without the jacket. And yeah, okay, so you can see it's like this nice wraparound image. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at the book. Alright, Batman's Grave, complete collection. Okay, so yeah, so these are the covers. So this is the cover to issue number 1, which is also the dust jacket cover. So here we go, opens with a very nice image of Wayne Manor. So, Bryan Hitch is really good at these building illustrations. Look at the detail, right? So here we have Alfred, right, walking to the cemetery, and we see that there's Thomas, there's Martha. There's actually also one reserved for Bruce Wayne. So, that's why it's called the Batman's Grave. Even though Bruce Wayne's still alive, but yes, Alfred is anticipating that at some point he might see Bruce Wayne pass before he does, right? Even though there's a considerable age gap between Alfred and Bruce. Alright, so the story itself, yeah, we see that it starts off with a mystery, right? All these mysterious murders happening, and then Batman has to investigate. So one of the nice things about this story is the banter between Alfred and Bruce. That's really well done. So that's one of the things that's worth getting. This just for that. Yeah, so along the way we see Batman, obviously fight some bad guys. Okay, chapter 4. So yeah, again, right? Yeah, the fight scenes are also pretty well choreographed by Bryan Hitch. And yeah, we also get to see Arkham Asylum. Okay. Yeah, and so at some point we get to know about who the main villain is of the story, and the main villain turns out to be someone called the Scorn. Okay, and the interesting thing about the Scorn is that he's like a mirror image of Bruce himself, right? By the way, right, this is kind of like a cool looking Batmobile, like a tank Batmobile. So, it's got elements of, I guess, Chris Nolan's really very grounded, aesthetic. Alright, so, yeah, okay, back to what I was saying, right? The Scorn, yeah, so in the same way that Bruce Wayne's parents like got murdered and that was gone, right? Yeah, in the same way that Bruce Wayne's parents' murder triggered Batman to, you know, uphold justice by taking down criminals. The Scorn also had his parents murdered by a corrupt justice system, and so the way that he's trying to uphold justice is to bring down the corrupt justice system entirely. So there's a subtle difference there, right? And that kind of leads both you know, Batman and Scorn into conflict, right? Yeah, so here he is. So here's the final battle between Batman and Scorn. Okay. Alright, so we're getting to the end now. Final episode, final issue here, issue 12, chapter 12. And they fight. Final battle. And then now the ending is what is ambiguous. Like we see Batman sort of like got into this crash by another vehicle, and then Bruce Wayne sort of like injured, stumbles in back home, Wayne Manor, and then he collapses next to his grave. So very ambiguous, open-ended ending, right? What's it saying? Is he dead? We're not sure. I guess that's why the book is called Batman's Grave, just to highlight the fact that Bruce Wayne is only human, right? It's not like he's got superpowers or anything, so he's mortal, and yeah, like he could die just like any of us, right? At some point. And I guess this is to highlight that fact. So alright, so here's some extras. Interior process, pencils and inks, right? Yeah, that double page spread from issue 1, and a few more interiors as well. So that's it. Not too much in the way of extras, so this is not like a deluxe edition or anything. It's just a collection, right, of the 12 issues, which is nice. It's got all the covers and the variants as well. When I flip through, you would have seen those. But yeah, so this is the Batman's Grave complete collection. Yeah, as I said, right, if you missed this series the first time, so now is a good time to pick this up and experience all 12 issues all in one sitting, which I think is the best way to experience this, because you know there's so subtle little details that you might not remember from month to month. So having this all so you can experience it in, you know, 1 or 2 sittings is, you know, this is the book to pick up if that's what you want to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.